the President of the United States, George W. Bush.
The next best thing.
Let's take a look back at our performers and their road to the finals.
Who's in the White House? Bush, Bush, Bush. I dance to the beat of an African drummer. And this hunk of burning bush is sweet. Celebrate your freedom.
Mr. President, you are moving on.
Holy mackerel, look at this.
Wow.
It's the President of the United States, George Bush. Hello, Mr. President.
Tony Dazzle. Hey, who's the boss?
Oh, well, you're the boss, Mr. President.
No.
Yeah.
Really, who's the boss?
Dick Cheney?
Where?
Oh. I'm Tony Danza. This is the President. We're live from New York City.
Yeah. That's right. I speak Mexican. And to my visionary friends here tonight, mi casa is su casa.
On NBC.
Welcome back to America's Got Talent.
You never know what's coming out of that door.
Way to go, amigos. Oh, that's right. I speak Mexican.
It's the Family Feud Celebrity Lookalike Special. Paris Hilton and George W. Bush.
All right, Mr. President, on to you. According to 100 married women, name the most important thing in your husband's life.
That would be my wife.
Your wife.
Yeah. Good answer. Thank you.
His wife. There's your number one.
Here's one about Laura. Well, I'm a Laura lover. That lovely lady stays on my mind. Well, I'm a Laura lover. That lovely lady stays on my mind. That was the president doing the king. Well, I'm so glad I got her life on my own now. Sweet child won't be no child left behind now. Seems how lately, babe, got a bad case of red, white, and blue. Thank you, and God bless America. I have an amazing privilege to image forth the most powerful man on the planet, to bring fun and laughter and joy into any venue, and then to step out of that character and talk about how Jesus Christ has changed my life, saved me from a life of sold slavery into sin, into a life of radical obedience to the Lord Jesus, and to challenge an audience to that same radical obedience. You take the word and you kind of break it into its subtotals. Like that word, you take it and you say new, and then you say clear. Folks, if you'd help me out, the folks on this side, would you do me a favor? Say new. There you go. And you folks say clear. Good. Let's try it again. New, clear. New, clear. New, clear. See there? Nuclear. Okay. I use my life as an analogy of imaging, because we're all, as believers, called to impersonate Christ. As it says in Ephesians 5, be imitators of God as beloved children and live a life of love. That's what we're called to. That's what I teach, and that's what we do together. And I bring fun to an event, But I also bring the challenge for each person to, in their own life, think outside the box and to try to find a way that they can use this life that they've been given to really make a difference.
So I go to the private airport, and there is President Bush. Now, I had just finished doing this interview, and I was amazed. So I sort of walked up to say, how did you like to do the interview? This man was a George Bush lookalike. I mean,
maybe the real president.
This persona has given me the opportunity to appear on ABC's The View, The Tony Danza Show on Fox News, and I've been blessed to share family-friendly comedy all around the world. But my greatest joy comes from seeing lives change through the power of the gospel as I step out of character to share the biblical principles God uses to restore a life and turn us all into imitators of Christ. What's even more amazing than all of this is the opportunity that I have to travel with my lovely wife, Kathy, because she looks like Laura Bush. I met the president's brother, Jeb Bush, the governor of Florida. And he called to me from down the street and said, "Is that you, brother?" And then I got to meet Dick Cheney, the vice president. And he smiled at me and said, "You're a dead ringer." I was glad he didn't say I was a dead quail. And then I had the awesome opportunity to meet President Bush himself. And I said, "Mr. President, it's an honor to be your lookalike." And he just chuckled and said, "Well, I feel sorry for you." So tonight, whether you're a liberal or a Democrat, a conservative, a libertarian, a Liberian, or even a librarian, I want to ask you for one big favor. Please pray for the troops.
Yes. Folks, I had no idea that John Morgan, presidential impersonator, was going to be here tonight. But I want to tell you, when you walked up the steps, I almost bowed. I really thought it was the president. And I want to thank you for taking the time to come down and help us on our 50th anniversary.
Well, it's
God
my
bless
honor
you,
to be
John.
here.
Thank you, buddy.
sir.
Thank you very much. It's a distinct pleasure to address such a wonderful crowd.